past 20 years, Mission Waco's World Cup Cafe and Fair Trade Market have been serving the Waco community by providing affordable food, a market supporting artisans from around the world, and a space for the community to gather. This Valentine's Day, it'll be here before you know it, Mission Waco is inviting you to celebrate the 20-year anniversary at a Valentine's dinner and fundraiser at World Cup Cafe. I'm joined today by our friend John Calloway, the Executive Director of Mission Waco. Glad you could make it in, John. It's been kind of a crazy week, I'm sure, for you too and all of your clients.
Four-wheel drive vehicles, it gets you anywhere, but thanks for having me.
Yes, definitely. World Cup Cafe is celebrating 20 years. Now, for people who haven't been, let's talk about where that is and what the mission is.
Sure, it's at 15th and Concord, and celebrating 20 years is a big deal. It's not just a restaurant. I think that's a big enough deal for a restaurant to make it that long anywhere, but a program of Mission Waco. It's not just about serving up good, affordable food that people love to eat, but it's about empowering others. And so having done that for 20 years, that's quite a celebration.
So that makes this place, World Cup Cafe, more than just a restaurant. What else makes it more than just a restaurant?
It fits with who Mission Waco is as a nonprofit. We run the World Cup Cafe as a nonprofit. For us, it's about empowerment. It's not doing for others what they can do for themselves. And that speaks to how we run as a nonprofit across all of our programs. And so from providing jobs to workforce development training, but also culinary arts training through the World Cup Cafe, it provides a lot of opportunity for people to learn skills that they didn't have before, so they can go out wherever God might lead them into the world and succeed.
If we had a slideshow of all of the impactful moments over the last 20 years, that would really be something.
It really would.
You know, over the last
we speak of lots of lives changed, people that have come through. I can think of friends and family members that have come through the cafe. You know, I think of specific stories of, you know, a man who graduated from World Cup, or the shelter, My Brother's Keeper, ended up coming through our Manna House, which is our addiction recovery program, ended up getting a job at the cafe, washing dishes, eventually a cook, and eventually now works at a larger scale restaurant outside of Waco, doing very well for himself. To see that transition and to look back on his life and see where God has brought him really speaks to the mission behind World Cup.
Great, and you have Fair Trade Central. Why is that important to the cafe and the Fair Trade Market's mission? Can you explain how that all works?
Sure, hence the World Cup. It's not about a soccer match, which is what I get a lot, but it's really about exposing people to the struggles of folks around the world. And so around a cup of coffee, we can sit and talk about offering livable wages in places and working environments that are livable and workable and are fair, and we want to honor that from people around the world. And so all the items that you can purchase at World Cup Cafe in Fair Trade go to help support the overall mission of the restaurant and the shop.
What kind of things can you find at the market?
Well, you can buy jewelry. All of my Christmas gifts from my families have all started to look similar, from local candles that you can buy here to nice jewelry, but also scarves and purses and Christmas ornaments and Christmas nativity scenes. Depending on the season, we have lots of variety of gifts that people can purchase for others.
And what a talking point when someone opens a gift like that. You can say, well, this actually helps.
Yeah, and in fact, there's a picture in the story of the person who made it. And I think that speaks wonders when you give it to your children and you can say, you know what, where we buy things, it matters because somebody produced that and they did it in a way that was dignifying. And so for us, because we're a faith-based organization, we believe that God cares about the whole of a person. And so how they work, where they work, the money that they make to support themselves should be fair and dignifying.
That's amazing. Okay, well, any story of someone whose life has been changed through World Cup Cafe? I know you've mentioned a couple of memories, but anything else that stands out to you?
You know, I think of another woman who also came through our shelter. It was 2020. It was really hard to find a place to work. Coming through our shelter, we had connection and community with this person. Eventually became a full-time employee at the World Cup Cafe, still employed today. It is a critical part of who we are as a staff and as a family. And so empowering people like that, or really creating environments where people empower themselves, is what the cafe is all about.
She's still working there today.
She is.
That's an incredible story. And coming in at a time like that, That's tough to stick with something for that long. So that says something. And you're now open on Sundays. Why was it important to open your doors on Sundays?
Well, frankly, we weren't getting a lot of business on Mondays. But on Sundays, on top of that, it offered the ability, because we used to be open on Sundays, and at the end of the day, we missed the church crowd coming in, seeing families eat together. I think that's a lost cause, a lost art, rather, of families just dining, putting the phones and the screens down, and just eating and talking. And so that's what we wanted to bring back on Sunday mornings. We're open from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We have a lot of the normal things that you would find on the menu, but some new brunch menus that we're adding to for people to eat as well.
Oh, we love a brunch. And as a faith-based organization, you've got to think that if you open your doors on Sunday, conversations these families have heard, or topics these families have heard at church lead to some good conversations.
They do. I know with my own 2 kids who are 12 and 9, we love to ask, well, how was Sunday school? What verse did y'all talk about? What does that mean to you? How are you going to help somebody this week or serve somebody this week? And what a great way to do right after church or right before church. And it kind of makes a holistic Sunday experience for a family.
Well, great. It's so good to see you. And World Cup Cafe is celebrating its 20th anniversary with the community. Let's get all the details out there. There is a QR code on your screen, but what details would you like to get out about this celebration?
So we have an amazing Valentine's dinner with steak and chicken and a vegetarian option. It's a little pricey. It's $100 a ticket, but it is a fundraiser. As a nonprofit, because money is not always the bottom line, that does make it sometimes challenging to put new flooring in and to put new equipment, to maybe hire that staff that we need to hire because of extended hours on Sundays. And so what this does is it provides a unique opportunity for people to come and eat, have an amazing meal prepared by Chef Mike and his staff. Again, it's $100 a ticket. People need to register by February 9th, and that's going very quickly. You can either scan the QR code, call the cafe, or go to the website to register and find out more information.
Yeah, you just mentioned flooring, staffing, anything else that people need to know that $100 is going to if they show up or just contribute?
We need a new oven.
Okay.
It's simple.
Simple as that.
But
yeah.
ovens that are commercial are not cheap. And so trying to find that in the budget somewhere makes it challenging. And so having a fundraiser just makes it also fun for couples. And what a better way to spend time and money than on Valentine's Day with your spouse or a friend or a group of people to raise money to help people.
Well, any final thoughts before we go about what you have coming up?
So it's not just about Valentine's Day and signing up for that. Come on a Saturday, come on a Sunday, set up a business meeting, come with a friend. We're open from 7 to 2 p.m. every single day other than Monday starting February 1st.
I can promise you the people that you run into are warm and open, just like John. And you've got a great staff. So thanks for all that you guys do and for being here. The Valentine's dinner and fundraiser once again at World Cup Cafe is happening this Valentine's Day at 5:30 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Scan that QR code on your screen to reserve your seats. We'll be right back.